नई डिबेट चली है साउथ सिनेमा और हिंदी सिनेमा के बीच के साउथ की, जैसे इस साल की भी टॉप 3 फिल्में पुष्पा, आरआरआर और केजीएफ 2 साउथ से आई हैं, हमारी जो टॉप 3 हाईएस्ट ग्रोसिंग मूवी हैं। तो सर आपको क्या लग रहा है कि हिंदी सिनेमा कहाँ, वो कौन सी चीज़ है जो जिसको हिंदी सिनेमा नहीं पकड़ पा रहा है, मौजूदा समय का, या डायरेक्टर्स या एक्टर्स, क्या वो कमी है?
चेंज ड्रास्टिकली।
और सर एक सवाल और इससे रिलेटेड ये था, आपकी नई मूवी जो आ रही है लड़की सर, वो किस तरीके से इस गैप को या उसको फिल करने वाली है, वर्ड को जो हिंदी सिनेमा मिस कर रहा है?
सी, पहली बात है कि आई थिंक इट्स अ वेरी ग्रॉस जनरलाइजेशन विद सेइंग हिंदी, आई मीन बॉलीवुड सिनेमा एंड साउथ सिनेमा। उसकी कारण ये है कि इन साउथ देर आर 4 to 5 प्रिंसिपल लैंग्वेजेस, वो सब मिलके नियरली 800 to 1000 फिल्म्स दे मेक ए ईयर, out of which you are talking about 4 films. Now, Bahubali and Pushpa and RRR and KGF 2, you know, this is one point. Second point is, so it is a particular film which creates the impact, not about the language. If Prashant Neel was from Bombay, he will make it in Hindi, the same films, not because he's from Kannada that he made it. That is his sensibility as a filmmaker, you know. But iska jo main problem I think is why I think Bollywood will have a very tough time to do this, because see, initially South films are always copying Bollywood. Amitabh Bachchan's 70s and 80s were the influence for Rajinikanth to Chiranjeevi to all the big stars who came from there. And in the early 90s, Bollywood has changed its thing where they went into musicals, because music companies were producing a lot of films. They made Hum Aapke Kaun, Maine Pyar Kiya, and all these Sarjan and all that. At that point of time, suddenly the gear shifted and they stopped making the so-called masala films. You know, nearly for 2 decades that went on. But they never stopped. They kept on going in the same direction, which is the reason such big stars came, because they were doing larger than life roles, larger than life films. And they started getting, I mean, like how Amitabh Bachchan used to be revered in the times of Mard and all that. The South guys went on in that, and Pawan Kalyan and all that sustained that level of popularity. Only after even Bahubali was, and meanwhile all the Bollywood directors, they're highly educated, they live in South Bombay and they see English films, you know, mostly. So their whole structure of thinking came into this. So suddenly they got hit by this Bahubali, RRR and Pushpa and all this, and it is very difficult for them to turn their thinking into the back, that I think. And now KGF 2 I think is like a ghost hanging over Bollywood. I think it's going to be very difficult to lose its shadow, because you need to have unimaginable conviction to do a film like that, which I think is very difficult for, I mean, I'm not only talking Bollywood, even in the South it will be very difficult. Yeah.
बस भाई अगला सवाल है ना।